Good morning, guys. It's a Monday morning. The kitty cats are getting a little walk. G's on the leash. Vienna gets a little bit scared of all the big trucks and dogs, so we've got her in a backpack. But it is a big day for all of us. Kurt, you want to tell them why it's a big day?
Well, today Snow finds out hopefully when her surgery is. She has the big weigh-in.
Yeah. Been working on meeting this weight goal, guys.
She's been doing really good. She's dropped a ton of weight, guys. I don't know if you know, but 60 pounds was the goal.
Yeah, 60 pounds was the goal. We've been working on it for 6.5 to 7 months. Today we find out if I made it. So we thought we'd give the kitties a little bitty walk. There's Vienna back there behind me. And then we got to grab an Uber. This is also going to be the first time we see the new hospital where I'll be getting the surgery done that's just outside of town in a suburb called Rio Negro. So let's take these kitties upstairs, order our Uber, and go see if I've made this weigh-in. Geez, guys, this has been a long road. Time to find out.
I can tell you guys, this is a tension-filled few moments here. We're waiting on the elevator and we're waiting on the Uber.
And then we get weighed.
But then we're on the way to the appointment. And yeah, I guess the anesthesiologist is gonna get all the lab results and review everything and make sure Snow's good to go.
And weigh me.
I didn't expect to be this far kind of out, sort of away from the city, but there's definitely a drive through I'm going to call it the nature up here. And when we were driving up to Santa Elena, we could look up and see this bridge, this road sort of hanging out over the mountain. And Snow just brought up the fact that I think we're actually on that road. All right, Snow's closing out the Uber. We've arrived at the hospital. It looks very nice, very, very modern. And so we'll see what's up. So what are we doing, Snow?
So I think we're probably going to pay soon. But we have Maria. So this is a different hospital than the one in the city where Stephanie's been helping us. So while we're at this hospital, Maria will help us. And we just found out she is also an intern working on her international business degree. And she's very nice. So all is going well. Here, Curry, every ounce counts. All right.
Look at that. Oh! Wow.
Did it. One
Yeah. Good job. Yay. She did it.
So, I made the weight goal. Barely, but I did. But we have a little bit of a very mild anemia issue, so we have to check that out. So still no surgery date. But Maria and Stephanie are gonna get us hooked up, and now we get to go to another doctor.
All right, we're having our celebration lunch. Snow made it.
I made the weight, and now we're gonna blow it. But just for one meal, guys. The past 10 days, we're extreme dieting, baked chicken breast, sliced tomatoes, broccoli. It's been about it. So I'm about to have some good old-fashioned lasagna, cream of corn soup, and limonada con coco. And then we'll go back to a normal diet.
60 pounds in 7 months.
Yeah.
I think she's deserving of a little special treat. Good job, Snow.
What you get, Kurt?
I got osso buco, and it's got a little mushroom risotto and a Caesar salad. How about you?
Well, mine came with a little Caesar salad, but look at this big old bowl of lasagna. Woohoo!
Snow's been craving some food.
All right.
Any kind of food.
All right, doctor's appointment update to check on my anemia. We got the girls the international office girls from both hospitals, trying to find the fastest appointment possible. It is looking like maybe we will get one tomorrow afternoon in Rio Negro. And now we've gone out to get some lunch. Okay guys, the last time we checked in, I told y'all a little bit about the anemia problem. And Maria and Stephanie, the two girls with the international office, jumped through some hoops and got us a appointment with an internist really fast. So it's only one day later and we're headed to go meet with that doctor now to see what he says about this anemia problem and what we need to do to get ready for surgery. So back to the hospital, and we're going to the one that's an hour outside of town because it was the quickest appointment. So waiting on the Uber. All right, so the doctor's appointment wasn't horrible, but we got some news that's gonna delay the surgery. We'll give you an update on that when we get back to the apartment. We're in the Uber on our way back into the city, and it is raining like crazy. I don't know if I can get any of this and show y'all how much water's on the road, but I'm gonna try. So we just got some lab work done, and we have another test to do in about an hour. So we're taking Stephanie to breakfast, and she's helping us order, which is nice. Usually we're guessing.
What are you doing here, Snow?
Alright, so what's going on, guys, is in the last video, as you know, I've got low iron and low B12 issues that we need to get ready, get them up before surgery. So the fastest way to do B12 is through injections. So every day for 1 week, Hilaire will come and give me an injection here at the apartment, so I don't have to go down to the hospital every day, which is super nice. So hopefully this gets the B12 and the iron up.
Do you guys want to see Snow get a shot?
No. All right, getting deliveries when you're traveling the world in a van is hard, but this is a very important one, and we are lucky that we have an actual address.
Santa Claus came early. We got some Christmas presents here. So, remember the monitor that got broken when we were shipping the van? We have a new one.
Woohoo!
We're
Now
back
we
in
know how much
business.
power we have in the batteries. No more guessing.
No more guessing.
And now, showers.
We had to go about the last 2 weeks in the van without shower in the van. We were okay because we used hostels and stuff. But our pump was dropped pressure, so we got a new pump, so we should be good to go.
Yeah, I don't know how much we actually explained that to y'all, but our pump in our van that we need to take showers died. And that is a very important piece of our van. But we're good to go now. Now, Kurt's got some work to do on the van.
You guys may remember when we shipped the van, we broke our monitor. Well, good news. I was able to get one, and I haven't been over to the van for a while. So I'm back on my way over there to the Parkadero to check it out, make sure everything's safe and secure. Make sure we have the right monitor, and just check things out in general to make sure everything's secure. So here we go.
So I got the new monitor on, but while I was away for a few days, the battery drained down to 60%. And so the voltage got low enough. You can see the cell voltage is too low. So the BMS, the solenoids or the relays cut off, protecting the batteries. But now I'm trying to pour some juice to it and get it charging, get it charged back up to where we're in good shape. Fortunately, it looks like the BMS system cut off to protect the batteries just like it's supposed to. But now we got to just double check everything and make sure we don't have any other issues. But
all right, so we're back in business. As you guys can see, the batteries are charging up. We're at 72% capacity, 3.5 volts and charging. So we're in pretty good shape now. And the only thing I got to do is mount this thing back, and we're back in business.
It has been an incredibly hectic week going through my pre-op lab testing and doctor's appointments. I know we told you a little bit about me testing for some low iron, But I don't think we've updated you on how chaotic that has made this week. We've had to do lots of extra lab work, many extra doctor's appointments. All of that caused me to have to cancel my dentist appointment. So it's been rather hectic. We have not vlogged and covered it very well, but I wanted to pop in and give you a little bit of an update. I am about to go to the dentist and get my small cavity fixed, which will be awesome. Get that crossed off the list. And then tomorrow we go back and meet with the doctor that will evaluate all these tests I've been doing over the past week and try to figure out if the iron is an issue or not. And so tomorrow's a big day on whether surgery can happen pretty soon or whether we got to do some other medical stuff. So not only has it been a hectic week, a chaotic week, it's been a little bit of a tense week. Anytime there's a chance of some medical stuff going wrong inside of your body, it doesn't matter who we are, you can get a little scared and worried. Every test, you just get all this stuff planted in your head. So we have not blogged and covered the week very well, but it has been full of dentist appointments, catching up on editing some videos for you guys, sticking pretty close to our little local neighborhood, going out to eat a few times. We're doing okay, but tomorrow is a big day. So we will try to cover that as good as we can for you, and then we will not end the video until after that tomorrow, so you guys aren't hanging out here in suspense like we've been for the past, I guess it's been 9 days. So everything is delayed. Surgery is delayed. Everything is on hold. But we're doing okay. And tomorrow, big, very important doctor's appointment. So we just took a car from Medellin out to Rio Negro, where the hospital is, where we have the very important doctor's appointment today to find out the results of all the extra tests. We got here a little early, so we're having some lunch in the cafeteria.
Hungry. So forgive the loud noise from all the traffic and the motorcycles zooming by, but we're here down in the corner just a little ways from the apartment celebrating good news. Snow got the all clear from the internist, which is like the main doctor that gives approval for all the surgeries. So all her blood work's been cleared, everything. We're just waiting on the date for the big day, the date. So we'll see how it goes.
We have to go out and run a few errands today. The main thing we've got to get done is you're only allowed 90 days when you come into Colombia. So in order to stay long enough for the surgery and everything, we knew we would have to do a renewal process with immigration. We've done most of that online, but they email you a voucher that you have to print out, and you go to one of their local banks and you pay your fees there. So we got to go print out that voucher, then we got to find the bank and pay so we can stay another 3 months here in Colombia. Plus, we need to start looking for a walker of some sort for when I have my surgery. So as usual, I'm waiting on Curt, but at least I'm out here on our fun little balcony before we go run our errands. But I don't think I told you guys, this morning, first thing, we got an email and we finally have the surgery date scheduled. It is 1 week from today. So we are officially on the countdown to getting a brand new knee and a scary surgery all at the same time. But that's one of the main reasons we got to kick it into gear and get these errands done I was talking about, because Curt will be flying solo for a couple of weeks after that.
All right, one of the chores on the list today is to get our immigration status updated. So we have to get some copies to go to the bank and pay for that. So you guys know Snow is the copier expert. So one of the things, reason why motorcycles are so popular is because they use them to deliver everything here. And so you can see all these motorcycles here. This right here is a pasteleria. And right here they have empanadas. Now these are real popular all over. They have meat, cheese, some of them have eggs. Those are pretty good. There's an optometrist. So I can see AccuView, contacts, all that other stuff. We're right across the street from the mall. And here is a little tienda. Hi. And then we have the copia. I think Snow's got everything emailed.
Okay, so the other day online, I filled out our forms to extend the time that me and Kurt can stay in Colombia. They allow you 90 days, but you're allowed 180 days per year, but you got to go through this renewal process, which is what we're doing. So I did the online form, and then we printed out just now a piece of paper that we take to the bank to pay our fees to renew. So we got to find the bank. Okay, so we printed out our copies of our payment slip that we got online for immigration. You bring it to this bank. It's the bank that the government deals with. It was super easy. We went in, handed the forms to the cashier, gave her our money, 105,000 pesos a piece, which is roughly $25. So for me and Kurt to stay another 90 days in Colombia cost $50. Now, that was super easy. In a few days, we will get an email with a form that we print out that just stays in our passport. You do not have to physically go to the immigration office to extend your passport time in Colombia. Super easy. Once we get that form, Kurt will be responsible for going to the aduana, which is like the DMV, and extending the visa time for the van. But that happens in a couple of weeks.
So while we're out and about, we're gonna look for some post-surgery gear for Snow. So obviously she's gonna need something to help her get around. And so fortunately right here is a store. I think you can come check it out. So Snow is gonna be the proud owner of a bright blue walker.
A gator blue walker. How about that, Deb?
I was just telling Snow, you know you're getting old when you're shopping in one of these kinds of stores. And it's not just her. I've been seeing stuff that I'm like, oh yeah, they have that. So anyway, we gotta get the heck out of here.
We paid the fees, you know that. We got my walker, you know that. I'm gonna show it to you now because it is a very cool Florida gator blue, which is awesome. And then we got some lunch. We tried a local dish. Can't remember the name of it. I'm gonna put it on the screen right here. It's basically like a squished flat waffle. That's what it tasted like. Covered in some local cheese with some corn and maybe a sausage type, hot dog type thing cut up on top of it. Sounds really weird, but it was so good. Kurt had the same thing, added a little bacon to his, but it was raining, so we couldn't show you too much about the walk back. We are back in our apartment. Let's show you the pretty gator blue walker. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!